Dear brothers and sisters, welcome to our program. My name is Syed Mohammed.
My name is Syed.
Thank you for joining us today. I hope everyone has been having a good Ramazan up to, as we know, we're getting to the final days of Ramazan. Today's, I believe, the, 29th. So Eid could potentially be tomorrow or it could be on Wednesday. So, like I mentioned, I hope everyone had a good Ramazan and, still having a good Ramazan. I think, my favorite part, the part I'm probably going to miss is going to the masjid a lot and seeing everybody and, breaking sehri at the masjid. That was definitely one of the good parts about it. But what do you think, Brother Syed? What are you going to miss most about the month of Ramazan?
Yeah, 1,000 times reward.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, also, like we mentioned, there's so much more you get sawab for. It's almost a whole month of Ramazan, so even up to the final days, even if today is the last day, we have to try to do as much as we can in this month. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be able to be with you today so that together we can talk and learn more about the Holy Quran. Inshallah, here on Velayat Kids, we will inshallah listen to stories and hadith, and then we'll be asking you questions about those. We will also share with you an Arabic word from the Holy Quran today. Our word today is the word elephant, which is feel. Feel in Arabic is an elephant. We got our word today from Surah Fil, which is the Surah of the elephant. So, fil, like we mentioned in Arabic, means elephant. We mentioned on previous shows, we were going over some other Arabic words. One of them was shams. Could you tell us what shams means, Brother Syed?
Sun.
Yes, that is correct. Shams in Arabic is the word sun. So, as we mentioned, Fil in the Quran is mentioned. There's a surah called Surah Fil. I'm now going to read a story about the elephant. First, I'm going to read a verse from the Quran. Is Have you not seen how your Lord dealt with the companions of the elephant? Did he not make their treacherous plan go astray? And he sent against them birds and flocks, striking them with stones of baked clay. So he rendered them like straw eaten up. Quran, Surah 105. So this, like I mentioned, I'm now going to read the story about the elephant. The Ethiopian governor of Yemen, Abraha al-Ashram, envied the reverence in which the Kaaba was held by the Arabs. Being a staunch Christian, he built a big cathedral in Sana'a, the capital of Yemen, and ordered the Arabs to go there for pilgrimage instead of Mecca. Everyone ignored his orders. Not only that, someone entered the cathedral and made it unclean. Abraha became very angry. In his fury, he decided to avenge it by demolishing and desecrating the Kaaba himself. He advanced with a large army towards Mecca. There were many elephants in his army. He himself rode a huge elephant. It was an animal which the Arabs had never seen before. Thus the year came to be known as Fil, the year of the elephant, and it started an era for reckoning years in Arabia. So right now, we're at the point of the story where, like I mentioned, Abraha was a Christian. He was the governor of Ethiopian governor. So he had built a cathedral in Yemen, but it wasn't the same as, the Holy Kaaba, because many pilgrims would go over to the Kaaba, and it was a huge thing, and of course, it was a very holy place, and many people went there yearly for pilgrimage and all the time. So he thought, let me make another one. He upgraded it. He made it, with gold and diamonds and stuff, and he made it, way better. It looked way better than the Kaaba. And he thought, it was huge, so he thought many people are going to come here. But what ended up happening was, not that many people came there, and like I mentioned, even people were making it unclean. So that's when we're in the point of the story. He decided to take a group of elephants. He decided to take elephants and go and try to destroy the Kaaba. This remained in use until the days of Umar ibn al-Khattab, when on the advice of Hazrat Ali ibn Abi Talib, he replaced it with the era of Hijrah. So it used to be called Year of the Elephant, but instead it was changed to the era of Hijrah. When news of the advance of Abraha's army came, the Arabian tribes of Quraysh, Kinna, Khuzah, and Hudayl joined together to defend the Kaaba. Abraha sent a small contingent towards Mecca to capture the camels and young people. The contingent captured many animals, including 200 of Abu Muttalib's. Meanwhile, a man from the tribe of Himyar was sent by Abraha to Quraysh to advise them that Abraha had not come to fight them. His aim was to only demolish the Kaaba. But if the Quraysh resisted, they would be crushed. Then followed a frightening description of his huge army, which admittingly was much larger and better equipped than all the tribes had put together. Abdul Muttalib replied to this ultimatum in these words: "By Allah, we do not want to fight them. So far as this house, the Kaaba, is concerned, it is the house of Allah. If Allah wants to save his house, he will save it. And if he wants to leave it unprotected, no one can save it." Then Abdul Muttalib with Amr ibn Lu'aba and some other prominent leaders went to see Abraha. Abraha was informed beforehand of the prestige and position of Abu Muttalib. Also, the personality of Abu Muttalib was very impressive. When he entered Abraha's tent, the latter rose from his throne and warmly welcomed him and seated him beside him on the carpet. During the conversation, Abu Muttalib requested that Abraha release his camels. Abraha was astonished. He said, "When my eyes fell upon you, I was impressed by you. That you had requested me to withdraw my army and go back to Yemen, I would have granted that request. But now I have no respect for you. Why? Here I have come to demolish the house which is the religious center of yours and your forefathers and the foundation of your prestige and respect in Arabia, and you say nothing to save it. Instead, you ask me to return your few camels back to you." So right now, as we know, Abraha, he came over to destroy the Kaaba. His goal was to demolish the Kaaba, and he captured some of Abu Muttalib, about 200 of his camels. He was just, capturing it. He was taking them. So Abu Muttalib went over to retrieve his camels, and Abraha was like, he was surprised that he didn't come to ask him, not to destroy the Kaaba. He came to ask for his camels back. And Abu Muttalib said that, they're my camels, so he'll watch over the camel, and the Kaaba is the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so Allah will watch and protect it. Brother Hussein, can you continue with our story?
Yes. Abdul Muttalib said, "I am the owner of the camels, therefore I tried to save them. And this house has its own owner, who will surely protect it." Abraha was stunned by this reply. He ordered the camels to be released, and the deputation of Quraysh returned. On the second day, Abraha issued orders to his army to enter Mecca. Surrounding Abdul Muttalib told the Meccans to leave the city and to seek refuge in the surrounding hills. But he, together with some leading members of Quraysh, remained within the precincts of the Kaaba. Abraha sent someone to warn them to vacate the building. When the messenger came, he asked the people who their leader was. All fingers pointed towards Abdul Muttalib. He was again invited to go to Abraha, where he had a talk with him. When he came out, he was heard saying, "The owner of this house is its defender, and I am sure he will save it from the attack of the adversaries and will not dishonor the servants of his house." Abdul Muttalib then took hold of the door of the Kaaba and and crying to Allah, prayed in the following words of poetry. O Allah, surely a man defends his own home. Therefore, thou shouldn't protect thy own house. Their cross and their wrath can never overcome thy wrath. O Allah, help thy own people against the fellows of the cross and its worshippers. Then he too went to the summit of the hill. Abu Qubays Abraha advanced with his army. Seeing the walls of the Kaaba, he ordered its demolition. No sooner had the army reached near the Kaaba than an army of Allah appeared from the western side. A dark cloud of small birds known in Arabic as a bubble overshadowed the entire army of Abraha. Each bird had 3 pebbles, 2 in its claw and 1 in its beak. A rain of the pebbles poured down from the birds, and in a few minutes the whole army was destroyed. Abraha himself was seriously wounded. He fled toward Yemen but died on the way. This event, which took place in 570 AD, was so significant that it became known as the Year of the Elephant. It was in the same year that the Holy Prophet of Islam was born to Abdullah and Amina.
So that was the story of the elephant, like we were mentioning. Brother Syed, do you remember what the Arabic? How do you say elephant in Arabic?
Feel.
That is correct. So feel in Arabic is elephant. So another Arabic word. Like I mentioned, if you go to a country where they speak Arabic, I don't think it's going to do you any good. But in terms of reading the Quran, you'll see feel, and if you go past that surah, you'll see what it means. So yes. I'm now going to read a saying of Imam Ali alayhi salam. Imam Ali alayhi salam said, "The best of deeds is that in which you have to force yourself to do." Brother Syed, what do you think about the saying?
The harder deeds that you force yourself to do are the better.
Yeah, so, like, for example, there's some, like, the times where it's harder for you to do something. Like, for example, if you're tired or something, and, like, you don't feel like, even if it's, like helping out, cleaning something, cleaning the masjid or something. Well, this is just one example. It's obviously a bunch, for good deeds, but this is just something I can think of. Or, like, you don't want to clean something or something. But if you end up doing that, you'll get more good deeds than regular, because the good deeds that you have to struggle to get, those are the good deeds that are worth more. So especially in the month of Ramadan, now we're getting down to our last, it could be today could be the last day, or tomorrow could be the last day. But either way, there's not much time left in the holiest of months. So whatever you can do, whatever small deed, it doesn't matter. You should try to do as much as you can right now. So, you can take advantage of that great deal.
If it's a hard thing to do, it's the best.
Yeah, it's the ultimate sale. You get 1,000, like 10,000 good deeds for like one thing you do normally. So, it's obviously not even close. So
the hardest deed is the best deed.
So do you have any other examples of the hardest deed, maybe? A hard deed?
If, like, you kind of don't know. If, like, you're tired or something, and you gotta go somewhere, or, like...
maybe if, yeah.
Go to the masjid.
Yeah, that's a good example. Like, for example, if you don't want to go to the masjid or something, or, if you're kind of feeling a little sick and you don't want to read your namaz on time, if you read your namaz on time, that's obviously counts a good deed, so you'll get extra swap for that. So, yeah, so those are a few examples.
If you're like, you're like, oh yeah, you're too tired, you can't go to the masjid and read your prayers there, always strive to do it.
Yeah. So speaking about elephants, elephants are actually the largest land animal. Male African elephants can reach 3 meters tall and weigh between 4,000 and 7,500 kilograms. Asian elephants are slightly smaller, reaching 2.7 meters tall and weighing 3,000 to 6,000 kilograms. They are known for their large ears, tusks made of ivory, and their trunks, which are actually a fusion of their nose and upper lip. So that's just elephants are the world's largest land animal. So some of them, they can weigh 4,000 to 7,500 kilograms. So that is, wow. Elephants are, definitely, like I mentioned, they're the world's largest land animal. So.
Are you talking about weight?
No, size and weight too. So I'm now going to ask our first question. Name the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that are made of smokeless fire. A, the humans, B, the jinn, C, the animals, or D, the angels. If you'd like to call, please dial the number on the screen, which is 925-523-3766. The creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that is made of smokeless fire. So, like I mentioned, we're getting down to our final days of the month of Ramadan. It could either be tomorrow or potentially the day after tomorrow on Wednesday. So these are definitely our last moments that we can try to, throw in some extra good deeds, do whatever we can, because one verse of Quran is equal to one whole Quran in other months. So even if it's about to be, nighttime, it's about to be the next day, Ramzan's about to be over, if you read one verse, it's the same as reading a whole Quran.
And
so obviously,
if you actually read a whole Quran in this month, it's equal to 6,000 Qurans.
Like, who can read 6,000 Qurans? I mean,
unless you just look at the pages.
If you read one Quran a day, that's 300. That's over 300 Qurans a day.
300 Qurans.
Yeah, 300 Qurans a year. So, let's be honest. I mean, it is possible, because I saw this thing. It said that an average is about like 25 minutes for para. So, I mean, I can't do that, but maybe other people are able to do that. So it depends on your range. So I'll repeat the question. Name the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that are made of smokeless fire. A, the humans, B, jinn, C, animals, or D, angels. If you'd like to call, please dial the number on the screen, which is 925-523-3766. So like I mentioned, as the month of Ramadan is coming to a close, the night, like I mentioned, this is our last chance to, rack up as many good deeds as we can. So even if it's a little thing with even picking up a piece of trash on the road, or, picking up a piece of trash if it's on the masjid or something.
If you saw some trash on the floor.
Everything counts. So do whatever you can in these final, even if it's saying salam to somebody, that's also important. If you go to a masjid or something, always make sure to salam.
Smiling.
Smiling, or actually breathe as much as you can, because you get sawab for breathing, so I'm going to miss getting free sawab. So, obviously, it's sad that the month of Ramadan is going, but it's also happy that, Eid. So,
always try to say salam first.
Yeah, the person who says salam, the person who says, assalamu alaikum, they get like 99% of the sawab, and the person who says wa alaikum assalam, aren't they required to say salam? So that's, There's a story about Prophet Muhammad. He always says salam first. So one time his companions wanted to, say salam before him. So they camped out in an alley, and they waited so that when Prophet Muhammad came up for his Fajr prayers, they would, jump up and say assalamu alaikum. So they thought this was a good plan, but Prophet Muhammad, when he got up and he was going to the masjid to read his fajr, he said, Assalamu alaikum to, the people of this alley. Because, that just shows like he always said salam first. So, yeah.
They tried to jump in front of him, but he said...
Yeah, so it's definitely important to say salam whenever you see someone. And like I mentioned, 99% sounds pretty good to me. So I'll repeat the question. Name the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that are made of smokeless fire. A, humans, B, jinn, C, animals, or D, angels. Brother Syed, would you know the answer to this question, perhaps?
Is it jinn?
That is correct. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa alayhi Muhammad. Our next question is, name the wife of Prophet Adam alayhi salam. A, Hydra, Hydra. There's something in my throat. B, Hawa, C, Sarah, or D, Maryam.
Hydra.
If you'd like to call, please dial the number on the screen, which is 925-523-3766. When you're fasting, your vocal cords aren't the best. So, I'm going to read another saying of Imam Ali alayhi salam. He who bruises himself with a trivial wastes the important. What was I saying? He who busies himself with the trivial wastes the important. You have any thoughts on this saying?
Not really.
Well, I think it means to spend more time on the important things than the little things. For example, the importance of reading your namaz on time. Like say, you have to finish something and you're about to finish, and it's namaz time. Namaz time is more important than whatever you're doing. So whatever you're doing, you could just drop it and read your namaz on time. So, yeah, that's what I think it means. Stop wasting time on the little things, like, like if you're playing or something, and you have to, like in the month of Ramadan, for example, reading as more Quran. So we should always try to make room for Quran and read more Quran than on a normal day in the month of Ramadan. But even on a normal day, of course.
I think it's that the listener also gets the equal reward to also as a reader.
Yeah, so if you're listening to it, on TV or something, or if somebody else in your house is reading it, you'll also get the sawab for that. So even listening to the Quran, like Brother Syed mentioned, is still sawab. So
if they read one verse, you read a whole Quran. So do they.
Well, yeah, they get in the month of Ramadan, they get the sawab for that Quran too. So I'll repeat the question. Name the wife of Prophet Adam alayhi salam. A, Hajra, B, Hawa, C, Sarah, or D, Maryam. If you'd like to call, please dial the number on the screen, which is 925-523-3766. Another fact about elephants is you can tell a lot about an elephant by looking at their tusks. Elephant tusks never stop growing, so enormous tusks can be a sign of an old elephant. So, yeah, so that's pretty incredible. So if you see a picture of an elephant or something, or if you see an elephant, then their tusks show how old they are. So if they have really big tusks, it means that they are, older elephants compared to smaller tusks, which would be, baby elephants. So, if you'd like to call, please dial the number on the screen, which is 925-523-3766. Also, if you call in, you will receive this workbook. This particular one is about Bibi Fatima, salam alayha. There are others. We'll try to do one per person so we don't run out of supplies. Yes, so this is a very good book. This particular book talks about her qualities: Fatima the daughter, Fatima the wife, Fatima the mother, and her legacy. There's like crosswords in this as well, so this is a great thing to learn about Bibi Fatima Salam Alaiha. So, yes.
We quiz you, you quiz yourself if you call in.
Yes. One of the important things is to gain knowledge, so no better way. I'll repeat the question. Name the wife of Prophet Adam alayhi salam. A. Hajra, B. Hawa, C. Sarah, or D. Maryam. If you'd like to call, please dial the number on the screen, which is 925-523-3766. So we were going over the closing of the month of Ramzan. One other thing is the night of Eid, the night before, the night of Eid is actually another important night because, it's the end of Ramzan. So that's another night for, you should make sure to read Quran and pray during that night. It's kind of like, the last chance. We see that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us so many chances from, the entire month of Ramzan, even up till, almost the end of Ramzan. The end of Ramzan. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us so many chances over and over again. It's just about if you take those chances or not. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says there's so many things you can do in the month of Ramzan. You get extra for Quran, this and that. But it depends on what you did. Because, you get this extra thing, but some people may not take advantage of that. So we definitely want to be the people who take advantage of it, even as we get to the, the last, could be hours of Ramzan. So, yes, I'll repeat the question. Name the wife of Prophet Adam alayhi salam. A. Hajra, B. Hawa, C. Sarah, or D. Maryam. Brother Syed, would you happen to know who the wife of Prophet Adam alayhi salam was?
Yes. Is it Hawa?
That is correct. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Prophet Adam alayhi salam, as we know, was our first imam. Our first prophet. And also the first person on earth. Hawa, also known as Eve. So our next question is, what holy book was revealed by Prophet Musa alayhi salam? A. The Holy Quran, B. The Torah, C. The Injil. If you'd like to call, please dial the number on the screen, which is 925-523-3766. Another interesting fact about elephants is elephants spend between 12 to 18 hours eating grass, plants, and fruit every single day. So, Brother Syed, what do you think about that fact? That they spend 12 to 18 hours eating grass, plants, and fruit every day.
So they stay up to 12 to 18 hours?
Yeah, so they definitely, of course, to have, to weigh that much, and, they obviously require a lot of, food, so they eat grass, plants, and fruit. So, also cows can do that, too. They eat a lot of grass. So elephants, that's pretty.
I thought they would be eating burgers for how much they weigh.
Yeah, elephants weigh, 4,000 to 7,500 kilograms, so that's a lot. So,
I wouldn't think grass would really make you fat. How?
Well, yeah, but, if you eat it worth like 12 to 18 hours, I'm pretty sure it would make an impact. Like, grass, plants, and fruit. So 12 to 18 hours a day. We have a caller?
Assalamu alaikum. What's your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Ellie and I'm calling from California.
And would you like to answer a question?
Yes.
The question is, what holy book was revealed by Prophet Musa alayhi salam? A. The Holy Quran, B. The Torah, or C. The Injil?
Is it the Torah?
That is correct. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Thank you for calling.
Have a nice day.
Khudafis, have a nice day. Yes, that is correct. The holy book that was revealed to Prophet Musa alayhi salam was the Torah. Our next question is, What year was Prophet Muhammad born? A, the year of the zebra, B, the year of the bear, or C, the year of the elephant? If you'd like to call, please dial the number on the screen, which is 925-523-3766. So we were going over the things about elephants. Elephants, as we know, are one of the world's largest land animals.
Aren't
Obviously,
they
land
the
animals.
largest?
Well, yeah, land animal, but I think the largest would be probably like a killer whale or no, not killer whale. I forgot the exact one, but it's definitely one of the sea thing, not one of the land animals. So
Maybe the megalodon shark, but that was
extinct. Yeah. So the elephants are the world's largest land animal. So not the world's largest land animal, not the largest altogether. So I'll repeat the question. What year was Prophet Muhammad born? A, the year of the zebra, B, the year of the bear, or C, the year of the elephant? We have a caller?
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Elliot. I'm calling from California.
And would you like to answer our question?
Yes.
Brother Sam.
The question is, which year was Prophet Muhammad born? A, the year of the zebra, B, the year of the bear, or C, the year of the elephant?
C.
That is correct. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad.
Thanks for calling. Khuda, have a nice day.
That was, did you just say my line? He's copied our things. So, yes, that is correct. Prophet Muhammad was born in the year of the elephant. Our next question is, what creatures of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala threw pebbles down on the army of Abraha? A, birds, B, horses, or C, beavers? If you'd like to call, please dial the number on the screen, which is 925-523-3766. So these are all possibilities: birds, horses, or beavers. So, another fact is, Brother Syed, can you, just guessing, do you know how many years Imam Ali was born after the year of the elephant?
30?
That is correct. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. We also went over this, that Prophet Muhammad was 30 years older than Imam Ali, so it would definitely make sense. Prophet Muhammad was born on the year of the elephant. So,
But how would a cousin be 30 years older?
well, I mean, it's severely possible. I mean,
That's like the age difference like a father. 30 years.
well, yeah, but it is possible. I mean,
It's
definitely
possible with
yeah.
30 years.
I'll repeat the question. What creatures of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala threw pebbles down on the army of Abraha? A, birds, B, horses, or C, beavers?
It could be beavers. I mean, they have their tail.
Could be horses. That's a possibility.
They can throw them.
Yeah, or birds, possibility as well. Because this was a miracle, so I mean, it could be any one of these.
Maybe horses had hands.
Yeah, I mean, it's a miracle, so, you know, it's not just a
Anything
normal
could
day
happen.
they pick up the stoning rocks. This was a miracle by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so could be any one of those.
It's not like some person came, I hate you, Abraha. He came over, he took some stones, and he
Yes.
started throwing them at him.
Another fact is, sadly, elephants are in trouble. Many are killed by humans for their ivory tusks because they've come into conflict with communities or simply for sport. There are far fewer Asian elephants which are categorized as endangered than there are African elephants listed as vulnerable or at risk of being endangered.
Why are they killing them? They can just put
So
them in a
that's
zoo.
pretty sad. Yeah, so it says because they've come in conflict with communities, you know, if they're near maybe a village or something near, you know, the African area, or simply for sport. So that is pretty sad that elephants, you know, some of them, or, you know,
Put them in a zoo.
vulnerable, at risk of going in danger. That's pretty sad. So
Build a cage. Put them in a zoo.
yeah, so one of the reasons they, killed them was for sport because, of their ivory tusks. So that's definitely a sad thing.
Those
Something
are some
gotta be
jerks.
prevented, yeah. So I'll repeat the question. What creatures of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala threw pebbles down on the army of Abraha? A, birds, B, horses, or C, beavers?
Brother Syed, do you know the question? Answer this question.
Well, of course, I know the answer. But do you know the answer?
Yes.
Would you like to share it with us?
Yes. Birds.
That is correct. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Yes, that is correct. The creatures that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala threw pebbles down on the army of Abraha were A, birds. Our next question is, which is the only surah in the Holy Quran named after a woman? A, Surah Yasin, B, Surah Nisa, or C, Surah Maryam?
Those can all be a name.
Which of those is the woman's name? I'm not sure.
Yasin can
Do
be
you
a
know
woman's
the
name.
answer? Nisa? Why not? Nisa? Sure.
Nisa. There's Lisa.
So these are three choices. Which surah in the Holy Quran is the only surah named after a woman?
Nisa could be one. There's Lisa. There's NASA.
Yeah, so
Thinking Nisa.
I'll repeat the question. Which is the only surah in the Holy Quran named after a woman? A, Surah Yasin, B, Surah Nisa, or C, Surah Maryam? If you'd like to call, please dial the number on the screen, which is 925-523-3766. Another saying about Imam Ali alayhi salam, Imam Ali alayhi salam said, better than a beautiful face is a beautiful heart, and better than a beautiful word is a beautiful deed. Brother Syed, any thoughts or opinions on this?
A good deed is better than a good face.
Yeah, so I think basically it said, a beautiful heart is better than a beautiful face, and what's better than a beautiful word is a beautiful deed. So basically it was going up that the best thing is a beautiful deed. So the best type of deeds, as we know, are the ones that are done for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
The hardest to do.
Yeah, and you do it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because it matters about your intention. Actually, on Laylatul Qadr, it was one of the times that you could make an intention, your niyat that you would do a good deed or something for the rest of the year, and you could get like 1,000 times more sawab for it if you do it. So that's pretty incredible. Brother Syed, did you do anything on that day? Make any?
Yes.
Could you share with one of us?
Helped in the kitchen.
Well, yes, that counts. So that's one of the things. And also, like I said, it matters about your intention, because if you have the wrong intention, like for example, if you're fasting to lose weight, that's not what you're supposed to be fasting for. You're supposed to be fasting for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it's all about your niyat and your intention and why you're doing it.
Just like giving money to a poor person. Don't maybe they're faking something like that. Always just try to give it.
Yeah, so, you don't know, they may not be faking. It could be, and even if they are faking, the reason why you gave it to them was so, you'd get the sawab from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So you'll still get the sawab even if they are faking. It just matters about your intention.
Because what if they haven't eaten in days? They
Yeah.
might be starving, they need food, and you're like, they're faking, let's not give it to them. Always give it to them.
It's about your intention. Let's be honest. They could be faking, but you'll still get the sawab for, attempting to do it. So I'll repeat the question. Which is the only surah in the Holy Quran named after a woman? A, Surah Yasin, B, Surah Nisa, or C, Surah Maryam?
Nisa, there's Lisa. That's a girl's name.
So if you'd like to call, please dial the number on the screen, which is 925-523-3766. Also, if you call in, you will receive this book, one per customer. This is definitely a great book. This particular book is about Bibi Fatima Salam Alaiha. There are others, So if you'd like to receive this book, please dial the number on the screen, which is 925-523-3766.
And it's not one per customer. It's not like you see it on the TV, you grab it out of the screen.
Yes.
Caller.
One per caller, so...
This could be yours.
Yes, this has, great facts about Bibi Fatima Salam Alaiha with crosswords and everything. It's
We have a caller?
fun.
Assalamualaikum.
What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm from California.
And would you like to answer our question?
Yes.
The question is, what is the only surah in the Holy Quran named after a woman? A. Surah Yasin, B. Surah Nisa, or C. Surah Maryam?
See?
That is correct. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Thank you for calling.
Khudaf, have a nice day.
Khudafis. Have a excellent day. Gotta mix it up. Yes, that is correct. The only surah in the Holy Quran that is named after a woman is C. Surah Maryam. I mean, those were the options, so C. Surah Maryam is the answer. Our last question is, what is the Arabic word for elephant?
If you were
Were
listening,
you paying attention?
maybe you had some headphones on and listened to your favorite tunes. Yeah, when we were saying it. Then you're like,
Yes.
oh wow, there's a
So-
question. Let me call in. I don't know it. Okay.
So what is the Arabic word for elephant? A. Fil, B. Naml, or C. Nahal? So if you were paying attention, we mentioned this earlier many times. So this should be a easy one to answer. So, yes.
Elephants are huge.
Yeah, so we were going over elephants. So there's a lot of great facts about elephants. They're definitely,
The biggest land animal.
the biggest land animal. And it's also sad that, some of them are actually going extinct because, they get hunted for sport or, for their ivory tusks. So that is definitely sad.
They're biggest, not tallest. I think that's giraffe. Giraffe is pretty tall.
Yeah, the world's largest. Probably tallest. This is the world's largest. They, weigh 7,500. They can weigh up to 7,500 pounds. So,
But they are pretty tall. They're huge. But
yeah, so they're 3 meters tall, so that is still tall as well.
I think the tallest person of all time still isn't this.
Well, yes, because giraffes have a really long neck. Elephants don't have that, so
But they have a pretty big
huge
body.
different.
Pretty big body.
Yeah, elephants are more about the weight because giraffes are skinnier, so elephants are about the weight.
And they're huge. I mean, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum. I'm Shireen. I would like to answer the question.
The question is, what is the only surah? The question is, what is the Arabic word for elephant? A. Fil, B. Nahal, or C. Naml?
Can you repeat the answers?
A. Fil, B. Naml, or C. Nahal?
A.
That is correct. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Thank you for calling.
You're welcome.
Khudafis, have a nice day.
You got this
We
book.
also received this book about Bibi Fatima Salam Alaiha. So we will gather your information and we will send you this book. Yes.
That was the last question.
Well, that was the last question of the day. Thank you for everyone who called and participated in our program. Now we're going to do Allahumma kulli waliyaka for, inshallah, the safety and protection of our 12th Imam, and inshallah, you're all helpers of the 12th.
Allahumma kulli waliyaka al-hujjat ibn al-Hasan salawatuka alayhi wa ala abai في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وأينا حتى تسكنه أرضك توا
وتمتعوا فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. Once again, thank you for everyone who called and participated in our program. If tomorrow is Eid, Eid Mubarak. If it's the day after, inshallah, see you next time. Well, actually, yeah, still Eid Mubarak. Eid's not leaving. So, like I mentioned, Eid Mubarak. Thank you for everyone who called and participated in our program. Please join us next time on another exciting episode of Velayat Kids. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Khuda Hafiz.